What's going on, guys? This is going to be the recap of the Marcus situation. I'm sure there'll be a recap of this too. Hope Heidi does it, because she's really good at those recaps. This ain't going to be nowhere near as good as hers, but whatever. I don't have a robot and a screen. But anyway, see, we'll get back to the first one. I knew Marcus, where I'd seen him around and everything, but the first time I ever, was ever like on any kind of panel or any kind of conversation with him, it was on Roy's channel. And it was, politics. And, the closer it gets to election, the more I'm staying out of the politics things. I mean, everybody has the right to their own opinion. And, me and Marcus are, we were on the different side of things. But, he was, he's not way far on one side, and I'm not way far on the other. We're both kind of, one side, he's one way to the middle, I'm the other way to the middle. Now, there were some heated words that night and everything, but after it calmed down, Marcus, everybody was very respectful. Marcus was too. You could talk it out. So I knew Marcus could be a reasonable guy. And, his character was, if you're fair to Marcus, he'll be fair to you. And that's all you can ask for in a guy, right? That's all you can ask for. See, like Marcus said, like, he was like, yeah, thank you all for, calming me down. See, that's the thing, Marcus. Nobody could calm you down. If you was a true piece of shit person, we could try to calm you down all we wanted to. But you would have kept on. But see, immediately, you talked it out, everything was good. You know who I'm talking about here. That person, there's no way you can calm him down. You see, like Roy, right? When Roy was saying the stuff he does, like, Roy, no offense, but what it is, it's like you almost say just enough on each side. And I know it sounds weird to say sides. 40-year-old men, 30-year-old men, 20, 50, 60, fuck, I don't know. A lot of people and women. But you'll say just enough. You know what I mean? No offense, Roy, but what I'm saying is you got to take a stand. You're like, what do you hope to accomplish here? I'm not comparing Cherry to Hitler by any means, but think about it this way. Think about in Germany, back in those days, if people would have took a stand, right? If they would have said, nah, this guy's fucking crazy and he's here to destroy shit. He's gonna hurt people. We're gonna take a stand. See, nobody did it. Everybody. If you watch the Nuremberg trials, watch the lower guards and even the townspeople. Watch their testimony. They justify it by saying, everybody else was doing it, or nobody else said nothing. I was scared to say something, and that justified what happened in their minds. I mean, America, it wasn't. I think it was Bergdorf, maybe. I think that was the concentration. It wasn't Auschwitz, but it was one of the concentration camps that America liberated. There was a town right beside of it. Now, some of the townspeople, they would go to the gates, and they would throw food over the gates. But most of them did nothing. They didn't care. They knew what was going on. They knew they had the smells, so they knew what they were doing up there. But no one cared. It didn't affect them, right? So when America liberated that camp, they went to the town and made the people walk through there. And you would see some people, they just didn't want to look, and they would make them look to see what staying quiet and not taking a stand. That's what that causes, Roy. Cherry has literally ran people off of YouTube. I mean, fuck, I'm not going to say this person's name. This is a really good lady, She was saying somewhere today that, she's thinking about taking a break from YouTube. I don't want to bring no attention to her name, but are you fucking kidding me? That's what I'm saying. She's a really good person. She comes here to calm down, after work or, getting ready to start. And she's going to leave because, of being attacked by words. It's not only that. See, it's the part. Could you imagine, like, if somebody cusses out another man, whatever, right? But when you have a man cussing out women and other men are there and they don't even say like, whoa, come on, man, come on. Or kind of check them a little bit. You might say, oh yeah, look at Flex, he said this about, but immediately he'll be like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Whatever. We've all done that. I've said shit like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? But there's other people who they don't do that. They don't care what they say. But see what I'm saying, Marcus, no offense whatsoever on this. You know what I'm saying here. What happens is, people see that, and if they see somebody justify what the guy's doing, saying, he's just a character, But see, his character has, real, people have hurt feelings, are going to leave YouTube, channels have went down. I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the fucking shit. Then people will lie. No, that's not the reason. I mean, God, it's sad. It's really fucking sad. And if we just like stop saying something like, okay, this is over now, let it go, it's over. He will continue to do whatever. We tried the ignoring thing. We tried that forever. We tried that a few times, even when it got real bad. Now, Roy, I know right now you're asking Alexa how to spell emergency live stream. No need. Calm down. Roy, smile. It's all right. Bobby, talk to him. Tell him it's all right. Give him a hug. I'm just saying, Roy, you got to take a fucking stand. And don't be like, what do you mean it's not my... Dude, a lot of these people that Cherry has said shit to even way before, I didn't even know some of them people. I mean, never even seen them before. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know somebody to have compassion. You don't have to. You should take a stand. But sir, you know, you're talking about like, oh, I seen them. They were manipulating you. They were talking about this. You know, they were trying to steer the conversation. That's what the conversation was about, sir. That's what all the animosity was about. Not about your shit. No one gives a fuck when you... I mean, yeah, you made everybody look like an idiot over there, and they still look like idiots when they're like making little jokes about that, you know. But no one cares. And again, Marcus, if you hear this, Pedro didn't... I mean, the last I ever seen Pedro chat, it wasn't because of a push-up thing. It was because... I mean, I'm sure he felt hurt. If they're over there cussing him out, saying stupid shit, I'm sure Pedro was like, God, why would you let him talk to him? We're supposed to be friends. We're supposed to be boys. But it was over the syrup thing. Last couple things I've seen, Pedro was like, was this really all a lie? The next day he says it again, you all don't answer, and he's like, fuck. You know, and he just said, fuck it. I don't blame him. I mean, he's dealing with his own shit. I'm sure y'all seen the community post. I mean, he got a threat. Somebody threatened him to go, when I see you in St. Louis. I mean, what the fuck, over YouTube? I mean, like I said, anybody that ever says that about me, I mean, fuck, right here we are. We got, wherever the fuck you want to go, we'll do it. You pick the spot. You pick the spot. But, other than that, I mean, it's ridiculous that people take shit off of YouTube. And, like, I have no idea what that comment was over. Maybe that guy had made a comment, you know, saying, like, you know, bad shit about Pedro, and he might have made that clown symbol, which that clown symbol will piss you off. I mean, not that bad. I'll just... the clown will get you, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's not going to get you like, oh, I'm going to come to St. Louis and, you know, fuck that. I mean, if you don't like Pedro that fucking much, that, you know, when you leave a comment, he says something or he said something, just don't fuck, you all say that, don't fucking watch, don't watch. But, you'll say that, don't watch, but when we tried to do that, it didn't work. We had your people coming from your all's chat, Roy, some of them came from your chat. They would come over to us, trying to ramp shit up, get shit started. It was crazy. Then, you know, none of them ever gets called out for it. And when they do get called out, they get mad and leave. I mean, they're like, oh, I'm leaving. I never said nothing about Jaded or Thunder. I never said nothing about Thunder. Then you say, oh, yeah, you did. I got it. Oh, I got to go. You know what I'm talking about, Jackie, right? But anyway, all y'all, you all say shit like that, then you know, no accountability. I'm just saying, Marcus, what he done yesterday, it showed character. He came up there, you know, he didn't know what was going to happen. He came in hot. You know, you can't blame him, because in his mind, he was probably replaying everything, thinking like, oh, I'm going to get attacked. But see, that's the thing about, okay, here's another thing. Cherry took his mod, and Marcus, I didn't watch all that today, but it probably already happened. But if it didn't happen, Cherry's going to be like, oh, man, we were fucking with you. We just said that because you were saying I was going to attack you, man. It's okay. He can't afford to lose anybody else, Marcus, especially you. I mean, you're one of the very few that's got balls, so he can't lose your ass. But the thing about it is, that's a good point. Why does he have the ability to take, you know, that shit away, right? And Marcus, even if Cherry takes it away, Hector has the ability to say, no, and give it right back and say, no, fuck that shit. See, you always say them over their lounge. It ain't them at the lounge. It's Flex in the lounge. That's the difference. We can give opinions to Flex over and say, hey, this is, but Flex it's his fucking channel. He makes all the decisions, not us. I mean, nobody in the lounge, like I said, can tell Flex, you do this. Hey, I'm going to take this guy's this, that, this. Which I don't know how to do all that shit anyway. But, you know, Flex will be like, nah, fuck you, it's fine. You know, Hector started the channel. Hector worked for it. Cherry ruined it. It was going to, you know, it was going upward, but Cherry's got it going downward. Flex worked his ass off for his. You think he's going to let somebody else come in and be like, oh, I'm going to control the lounge? Fuck no. Fuck no. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, it's... Marcus, I think that was a very productive conversation. I really do. See, it could have went on, like, if you didn't come up there, it could have went days, y'all talking back and forth, and it could have got to that level of this or that and this or that. You know, it didn't. You came right up there, and all respect to that. I mean, and you might say, well, you don't click on Hector. Yeah, because they'll throw you off, they'll scream over you, they'll do this and that. And you seen, I mean, even if somebody started talking, it's like, yo, my bad, you go ahead. There's a difference in giving people respect and getting it other places. I mean, there's zero chance over there. And also, you know, there, Sir was like, oh, Jada was there and this was there. Well, Willie was up there when you first clicked it. But not only that. So you're saying if we went on Hector's, everybody would leave except for Hector? Are you fucking kidding me? Hector would turn off his camera and cower. I mean, anyway, you know what I'm talking about, Hector. That was rope. I mean, you should. I don't know if you talked to Matt. I don't know if any of that. I don't have an idea about that. But I do know if you got his number, you should call him and fucking, or text him and say, dude, I'm fucking sorry. I was wrong. I should have fucking had your back when he said that about your mom. But anyway, I got to go now. I ain't got time to fuck with y'all. But Marcus, I think everything was good. I just hope they don't try to turn it around to make everything, you know, spin it to where, like, you know, now, like, oh, I hate everybody from the lounge, like they try to do. But also, I hope, and I really hope that, see, like I said, a lot of stuff, people don't see it till it happens to them. I really hope none of that does happen to you, Marcus. I just hope over time you kind of realize what we're saying, and you'll see it. And if you don't, you ain't got to even come into places and talk or say anything. Just come in, like, different places and read the chat. Read all, not men, women. Read all the women that he goes, he won't go after a man. He might say shit and do this, but he knows he'll get his ass kicked, so he don't say much. Because, see, words have meaning. And even though, like, you say, oh, well, you just said Pedro, that shit. But see, that's what I'm saying. Pedro's not personally attacking somebody. He didn't, I don't know who the fuck that guy was. I know who it fucking sounds like. I'll know that. And that dude's got 1,000 channels, but I don't know if that's him or not, because that guy's got a real picture, so that could be a real person. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, Pedro never attacked the guy. He didn't sit there and make videos. He didn't talk about him. It's a difference when you attack another man and you make it your mission to fuck with that man. So, other than that, let's see, do I got anything else to say? No, that's it. Later. Sir, just come out and tell the truth, man. I mean, no one gives a fuck, but you're sitting there doing that like, you said it's my turn now in that little street. It's my turn. Well, take your turn. Use it to tell everybody you're sorry to fuck with them. Say, I'm sorry I had you all worrying for no reason. I'm sorry, whatever. Y'all have a good one.